Hello, this is editor Daryl here. Hi, nice to meet you. Before the video starts, I just want to go over a couple things real quick. First and foremost, this game does talk about sexual abuse. So fair warning, if you're not comfortable with that, that is in this video. About halfway through, the game does allude to that. You don't see anything happening, but the game does talk about it. So if you're not comfortable with that, you know, I completely understand. No worries there. And another thing, this video is quite long. I didn't really clip down the Twitch VOD that much because I was talking to chat a lot, and a lot of the characters we assigned to people in chat. So there's a bit more of a back and forth than usual. So I decided to put chat in the video as well. So they'll be overlaid on the bottom right corner. And this video won't be clipped down as much as usual. I started talking to chat around like the 6-minute mark, so you'll see the chat show up in the bottom right. Other than that, you know, thanks for watching. If you're willing to still watch it, thank you. So this is looking very interesting already. Hello everyone, and welcome to my little corner of the internet. My name is Daryl. It's nice to meet you. I hope you're having a wonderful morning, afternoon, or evening whenever you see this. And if not, I'm sorry to hear that, but hopefully we can make it a little bit better. And today, I think we will make it better. We have some Midnight Witch. I know nothing about this game. I'm still confused on what this is. It's supposed to be a horror game. The wheel picked it, so we're playing it. This very well could be... What was that? I looked away. What was that? Who's got eyes on that? Who got that? Who caught that? What the... Something happened down there. Interesting. Apparently this has dramatic themes in it, so if it's bad, I will mark the video as such, but we'll see. Anyways, let's get into it. This looks kind of like it's definitely anime inspired. I don't know if it's a dating sim. We'll find out. Let's just move. My neurons are very slowly kicking in, like a rusty machine getting greased by motor oil. I'm guessing this is very much like DDLC. It's looking like it, or it's made to look like it intentionally. I want myself to go to bed as soon as I get home. Suddenly, I feel a hand on my shoulders that abruptly pulls me out of my daydreaming. Man, you're really out of it today. No, I'm not doing voices too. I don't know how long this game will be, so it might destroy my throat if I try. We will also be capping the game to 2 hours. If I don't beat it in those 2 hours, then, you know, tough love. That's just how it's gonna be. I might come back to it after October, but for now, it'll just be one part. What exactly? Unable to finish my sentence, I gently massage my aching temples. It's just, as people do. You gently massage your aching temples. Oh, my temples are so aching. I love this dialogue. Okay, this is great. You were with Emma, right? It's been what, 6 years? What? No, it's only been 2 years. Now that's a long-term relationship. Come on, you must have hit 2 years of cumulative relationships long ago. But with more than 10 girls. For a quick smoke, and then I'm gonna be sitting in the front row. He's gonna give himself cancer. That sucks. Wes bursts out laughing, revealing perfectly aligned little pointy teeth. So what? You don't get it, Darylicious. This new professor, I hear she's absolutely a female student. Female student. Yes, wonderful. We're just gonna refer to everyone as females. Like we're just like misogynistic alpha males now. All right. Darylicious, a familiar voice, soft and melodious, reaches my ears. Emma stands right behind us, looking puzzled. Guys, why are you blocking the entrance? Dan slaps me on the back, nearing knocking the wind out of me. Okay. Look, here's your sweetheart. I jostled Dan slightly to get closer to Emma and put a shy arm around her shoulders. Hey, Emma, are you okay? Emma smiles at me and places a light kiss on my lips, which has a way of triggering a small wave of heat that radiates down my belly. I'm not really the romantic type, but this girl has brought out feelings in me that were previously totally unknown to me. That's how love works, yeah, that's fair. Dan was telling me about the new professor we're having this morning. Apparently, Emma looks at me with a surprised expression. Oh, right, you heard it too? I remain slightly puzzled. It's such big news. Is this such big news, a new professor? Ha, a normal answer at last. Look, kids, it's time to get a smoke outside and talk about a topic of utmost importance. He turns abruptly to Wes. Is the new teacher, like, a hot lady? Is that what's going on? I'm betting the new teacher's a hot lady. The new teacher is me. Probably. We'll see. We'll see. If it's a redhead, yeah. The teacher could be you then, kitty. Wes, go get seats at the back for us. I want to sleep peacefully as soon as the new professor starts spouting off her lecture. Her? I think we're onto something. With a shifty look on his face, Wes nods and quickly leaves for the auditorium. With my arms still around Emma, I followed Dan into the park without much enthusiasm. Believe it or not, I actually have a blue plaid jacket. I just never wear it, but I have one. What is with everyone and this new professor? Is it someone famous? The autumn breeze makes Emma's shoulders shiver, and she decides to cling to my arm a little tighter in hopes of drawing some warmth from it. My goofy smile quickly fades as I become aware of Dan's condescending look. I didn't know you were a hopeless romantic, Darylicious. Yeah, guilty. Guilty. Also, what am I supposed to tell Isa? I'm dating Emma now. I'm dating this lady now. I don't know what to tell Isa. She's gonna be upset to find out that I have another girlfriend. Frick. Oh no. Yeah, I get it. You're not familiar with this very concept. I'm looking for the right person too. I mean, if Jessica decided one day to... Oh, female students. Okay, we're back to calling them females, which is obviously the best term to call a woman. So that's cool. Who knows? After all, I would just need a stroke to fall into your arms. Hey now, it's a redhead. It's you, kitty. Welcome to the stream, kitty. Welcome to the game, I mean. We have self-inserts everywhere. This is great. I turn my head to the newcomer. This does my job for me, where I have to decide who's chat. This is one of our chatters. It's Kitty now. Heck yeah. Jessica. Never mind. You are now Jessica. You are now Jessica, the most popular girl of the class. The sunlight slides over her incredibly long red hair. That's not incredibly long. Or I guess it's like flowing back, so maybe. Many heads turn when she walks around the campus. Turns which way? I feel like we need to specify which way heads are turning, because if heads are turning away, that's very much different than heads turning towards, you know? Like, yeah, you could say I'm kind of a big deal. Whenever I walk into a room, everyone's heads turn. It's like they turn towards you. They turn. The heads turn. They turn. You're probably the villain. Probably. You have like yellow dragon eyes, so probably. Cool piercings though. I don't think she has many female friends. Hot dang, okay. That's a cool design. Alright, I feel Emma's finger tighten on my arm and notice a slightly uneasy look on her face. Her fingers tightened on my arm. Was she grabbing my arm? She and Jessica don't really get along very well, to say the least. Okay, Jessica, I was waiting for you to come and brighten up this dreary morning. Don't even dream about it, Dan. Oh, she's a diva too. Gosh dang. Dan bursts out laughing. The two of them actually get along pretty well. Captain Pug, welcome. Hello, hi. How are you doing? Welcome back. I'm afraid to say the spooky wheel has picked a freaking dating sim. A freaking visual novel that's supposed to turn into a horror game, so buckle in. If you want to sit for this ride, buckle in. It's gonna be a long one. It's like DDLC-esque. But yeah, it's pretty cool. So we have Kitty here. I'm here, obviously. I don't think there's any hint of romance between them, but who knows? Okay, do we have any like tall, dark, and handsome people in chat? Captain Pug. You, sir. Are you a sir? I assume you're a sir. I assume. You can be Mr. Dan here. Or you can be Wes. You can pick. We have some open slots available. Anyway, what about this new professor? What's so interesting about her? Yeah, I feel like she's all anyone's talking about. Is this really a big thing? A new professor? Just what I'm thinking. Finally. You'll be Dan? Heck yeah. Alright. Emma speaks up in an unusually excited voice. I heard she graduated top of her class last year. She was so good that the university agreed to hire her as an assistant professor, even though she's barely older than us. Oh no, it is going to be a hot professor. Oh no. I'm scared. I'm scared what she's going to look like. I'm going to get banned. She's going to be too hot, and I'll just get banned. Alright, Jessica glares at Emma with a contemptuous look. She's probably your spirit animal, right, Miss Perfect? That glare. It's intense. Emma cowers in on herself as if she's been slapped. I have to step in. Hey Jessica, I know your grass-based diet must be such a pain on a daily basis, but you don't need to lash out onto others. Kitty, I didn't know you were on a grass-based diet. Oh, she's going back to posing. Jessica strides towards me in a way that's both graceful and intimidating. Did she like shoved us to the ground and start like walking over us? That's what it looks like. Her naughty air and amber eyes seem capable of setting the surrounding air ablaze in any moment. Or haughty air. Did I say naughty air? Oh no, this game is already breaking my brain. Haughty air. I don't even know what haughty means, but there you go. A haughty air. You're on a diet of water, grass, and posing. I knew it. I knew it. This game just outed you. I may have gone a bit too far. We're all happy to know that your underwear sits right next to Miss Perfect's bed 3 times a week. But you really need to get your feet back on the ground. Only 3 times? Sorry, milady. I guess they probably don't live together. This girl is scary. I wonder who would be crazy enough to chase after her. Chill, Jess. Oh, now it's shortened to Jess. You know Darlicious is the white knight type, just defending his damsel in distress. There are damsels in distress that would be better off thrown to the dragon. Oof, okay. Alright. An unusual silence sits in. Yeah, she literally just said, like, Emma would be better off dead. Yeah, that would cause a silence, I feel like. I don't understand the animosity between Jessica and Emma. Jessica probably has a crush on us, is what I'm assuming, so she resents Emma for it. And then there's Dan. Dan is just here. Captain Pug, you should do something interesting. You're just kind of chilling here. Oh, by the way, you do smoke now. Dan smokes in the game, so you're like cool. You're like a cool guy. Fortunately, Dan often manages to diffuse the tension. He's got a real gift for that. His hand brushes Jessica's shoulder, and she immediately turns her animosity to this new threat. Jessica, you don't understand. This new professor, apparently, she's absolutely gorgeous. I knew it. I knew it. Yeah, you canonically are gonna develop cancer. Yeah, exactly. Sick is the right choice of word as well. That is what you'll be. You will be very sick. Jessica raises a haughty eyebrow. I really don't know what haughty means. What? She wears a mini skirt and plunging cleavage. Okay. And that's enough to tickle your Y chromosome. What is this dialogue? What is this dialogue? You're just flirting with someone, and then in the middle of a sentence, just kind of like, hey, that really tickles my Y chromosome. What is this dialogue? It is so weird. Hi, Sarah. That was a bad time for you to come in. Hi. How are you doing? My Y chromosome be gooning right now. These people are down bad. I know, it's crazy. Oh. I'm gonna edge this. Okay. Welcome, Sarah. This game is supposed to get it turned into a horror game, but right now it's just the only scary thing is Dan here is developing cancer, and this dialogue is so scary. We're also finding each one of you guys are one of these characters in here. Captain Pug is Dan. Kitty is Jessica, and then Emma is Free. Fair warning, Emma is my girlfriend in game. So I have to explain that to Isa, which is going to be an issue. But Emma's Free, and there's also Wes. Wes is Dan's little sidekick, so to speak. So if you find someone you like, Sarah, you can claim them. Apparently there's like a really hot professor, which is up for grabs. So you might want that. Who knows? I mean, that one has to be you. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. I'm still worried that she's going to manage to get us banned. She's going to be too hot. Dan shakes his head, a condescending smile on his lips. You don't understand. I've never gotten so much dithyrambic feedback on a girl. What is that? What the heck? I'm searching this up. I can't. What did I just say? I don't know what this word means. A statement or writing in an exalted or enthusiastic vein. Wow, he got excited and enthusiasmed. That's what happened. It's like she's everyone's first choice. Dithyrambic. Don't use big words. You don't understand. Yeah. Is it to impress this infamous professor? Jessica rolls her eyes with a sigh. Dan, you're really a complete idiot. Jessica gives Emma one last contemptuous look, then heads towards the main building. Also, Jessica hates Emma. Derelicious, I think it's time to go. Emma takes my hand and heads towards the building as well. I follow her with my feet dragging. This class is way too early in the morning. Maybe we'll just make Emma Isa. We'll just make Emma Isa. Then it's okay, because Emma gave me a kiss on the lips. They're so mean to Cancer Boy. True. True. They're piling onto his future problems. Okay, I walk into the half-empty auditorium with Emma still holding my hand. I like how there's a door here, in case the teacher needs to just book it immediately. They can just run out these double doors. Looks like not everyone is planning to attend the morning lecture. Let's sit over there. Whoa, this is a cool lecture hall. This is really cool, actually. Also, these lights are doing nothing. These lights are not helping at all with how much sunlight's coming in. As usual, Emma sits at the top of the middle rows, at a very reasonable distance from the board. How long does this class last again? 3 hours? Oh no, guys, 3 hours. Okay, buckle in again. We need like the double buckles. This is gonna be a long lecture. And good luck watching any video. True. Yeah, the sun's just gonna delete any projector. Over the whole week. A small crystal chiming. Laugh. I'm getting a weird southern accent. sometimes. I just want to go like, a small crystal chime and laugh. Escapes Emma's thin lips as she quickly kisses me. Stop being so silly. Social studies is one of my favorite subjects. Yeah, me too. One of my favorites to skip, you say. I can't click skip. I want to. Emma grabs my arm with a particularly adorable expression. Delicious. I love you. We're in public. We're in public. This is embarrassing. Chat's watching us right now, Emma. I love you too, Emma. You know that already. Yeah, but I love when you say it. Okay, shh. You're gonna make me blush. Gosh. A duet of identical voices rises behind me. Emma! Emma! And Chloe? Zoe? Oh, great. The names are getting so confusing. We got a Chloe and a Zoe. Oh, they're twins too. All right, who wants to be the twins? I guess you can be one of the two twins. Does anyone want to grab these or no? Do we have any twins in chat? And why are they having a lecture in this? A slight nudge pulls me out of my thoughts. Delicious, look. So I'm not a note taker? That sucks. I usually take too many notes when I'm actually in class. She's not the only one who looks stunned. It seems like the whole class is hypnotized by what exactly? Guys, we're about to have the instructor. The instructor's coming in. Instructor reveal. I hope you guys are ready. My eyes swerve towards the front of the class. Whoa! Whoa! Wait, this is the newcomer? Oh, this isn't the teacher. The newcomer is sitting on the lecture desk. Or is it? Wait, maybe it is. All eyes linger on her fine, even features, her bewitching smile, her jet black hair cascading down her shoulders. Oh, I think that's the professor. The name of the game is called Midnight Witch. I just remembered that. Midnight Witch, and they just said she has a bewitching smile. So, I don't know. Sarah, if you pick this up, you might actually be a witch. So that's pretty cool. Who knows, though? Let alone her eyes. They're blue. Eyes at once dark, sparkling, intimidating. An impossible night blue gleam dances in her gaze. The regular professor's loud voice rises sharply, but only partially breaks the spell that is mesmerizing the whole class. So it is her. Who's professor? Hot dang, alright. I see why people were so hyped now. This is the hot professor. Gosh dang. Is it too late for me to switch? Like, I know that I'm the one who's, I'm Darylicious and all, but like, can I switch to professor? Oh, the ads are here. Wait, ads just for Darabot? I think ads are starting in a bit. Good lord, her waist. Oh gosh, you're right. Whoa. Hang on now, like compared to her shoulders, that's insane actually. Jeez. Everyone in this game looks like an alien trying to be human. That's anime for you. Alright, please call me Evelyn. Although I would actually dress myself this way. I have dressed myself this way before. Unironically. The playful tone emphasizes the bubbly and perfectly controlled side of her voice. Evelyn is my new assistant. Assistant? Okay. And she will be teaching most of my class next semester. No, not the female professor insisting on her first name. Yeah. This is interesting. Sarah, do we have any takers for the professor or the assistant instructor? Do you want this, Sarah, or no? You want to wait for another character to show up? I don't know how many more there are. You volunteer as professor. Okay, as this professor, just making sure. The hot one? Not the lady professor, the hot professor. That's what you want? This feels very Catherine, if you guys remember that game. I don't know what Catherine is, no. And what the heck happened to Dan? Dan just kind of disappeared. He was here for like half a second. You like Lady Professor? Ah, okay, fine. That's fine. The kind of attractive professor compared to this hunk of meat. I don't know how to. Anyways, a few whispers, right? What did I can make save slots? Okay. We do get to choose different endings as well, so we get to make choices throughout this eventually. So you guys can help me with those. A few whispers rise back from the back rows. That's the dream job. You hire some assistant and don't do crap. How do you become a professor? Please, quiet in the back. Good. I count on you to welcome Evelyn. That's right, her name's Evelyn. And show her the full extent of your capabilities. For those who have any. Ooh, burn. He got burned. There are ads in 1 minute, by the way.
Happy Halloween!
Understandable. I was expecting that pumpkin to be thrown at me. Sarah, you just had a pumpkin thrown at you. How do you feel? You guys can start throwing things at each other when you're on screen. How about that? We can have a little fight in chat. His last remark with a glance, okay, in the direction of Dan. Oh, Dan! I wish you all a good day, and good luck to you, Evelyn. Okay. The sound of the door slamming shut tells me that the professor has left the room. It's only Evelyn and us now. Hello, everyone. Good morning, madam. Hey. A collective murmur rises from the rows of the room in greeting to the new arrival. Like I said, you can call me Evelyn, but please don't call me madam. I'm barely even older than you. That's true. A light laugh escapes her lips and echoes off the large walls of the auditorium. I graduated last year, so I was a student just like you until very recently. Sarah, you're getting attacked again? Listen, Sarah, you did graduate recently, okay? So, like, it's kind of lining up weirdly. I hope we can bond to learn better together. I don't know, did you graduate a year ago? We can say it's been a year. Both you and Kitty graduated this year, right? If I'm not mistaken. Okay, she's using weird language though. I don't want to bond with my instructor. Your master's in spring. Okay, that's what I thought. I'm still very new to the job, so I'm counting on your goodwill. Hehe. I'm assuming she's doing this as she's talking. She spoke a heart. Yeah, I don't know how you speak a heart, but there you go. Ads are here. People are in ads. It's just you and me, Sarah, and whoever else might have gotten lucky to not have ads. Or maybe you're lucky to have ads during this. I don't know. The muffled echo of male voices erupts from the four corners of the auditorium. Of course, you can count on us, Professor Evelyn. If you need help, please let me know. All right, her amused eyes roam the auditorium and scrupulously? What does scrupulous mean? These word choices. White knights, yeah. I got described as a white knight already in this game. This sucks. What does scrupulously mean? She's scrupulously probing us. Oh my gosh. This is terrible. The room looks a little empty to me, but I think all the important people are here. What? Is this a subtle way of saying she's going to take attendance? For a morning lecture? That would be unheard of. Evelyn comes down from the lecture desk with a small, light hop. Well, I think it's time for us to start the class. And just to start on the right foot, by the way, what class am I supposed to teach you? No. She's a ditzy one as well. No. Okay, we all know she's like a serious like bad butt person, you know? She's acting all innocent and hot and stuff, so we know what's gonna happen. She's actually really mean and stuff. If we drink Red Bull and don't get wings, we can sue them for false advertising. Thank you. Thank you for the thought, Darabot. I assume you got a Red Bull ad. Evelyn seems to revel in everyone's surprise. This is a social studies class? A large smile appears on Evelyn's face. Social studies, wonderful. That's my favorite class. Just like Emma. The new professor's gaze finally swivels to me? No, the game. I don't like the way she's talking. I'm betting she's a witch, though. Emma was right. Evelyn is quite brilliant. Despite her visible lack of preparation for this class, she has been talking about comprehensive sociology for over 5 minutes, with particular insight and sense of expertise. I'll run out of water if you drink it. I'm reading, I can't run out. If you get more, then you can drink it. Given my insane lack of knowledge in social sciences, I am unable to say if what she said is actually relevant, but she definitely sounds very convincing. Wait, isn't that what's Dr. Fox? What's the Dr. Fox effect? I don't know what this is. I'm betting she's a hacker that slowly deletes all of your other friend codes so you can just date her. You don't know where you got the theory from? Who knows? Who knows? Seems like I've actually learned a thing or two about sociology over the years. I take a look at the other students. Most of them behave exactly like usual. Here we go. Zoe and Chloe? Yeah, Zoe, Chloe, Jessica, Emma. I'm learning names. Emma takes perfectly organized notes on her little pink laptop. Zoe's having a quick manicure, her little nail polish jar unsteadily resting on her right knee. All right, Darabot, you're getting a manicure, just so you know. Based on context clues, Dr. Fox is probably about how if you say anything with confidence, people will believe you or listen to you. That makes sense, that makes sense. No, not you. No, it's you now. And Chloe tries by all means to catch the eye of a guy sitting a few rows down, without much success so far. As for Jessica, she's staring at her laptop screen far too intensely to be actually paying attention to the class. And what about me? No point in lying, I haven't taken a single note. A nudge on the elbow pulls me out of my daydream. I was listening, I swear. Emma looks at me warily, then finally smiles. Very funny, but take notes. Class started 5 minutes ago. I don't take notes 5 minutes into class. What? Do you take notes immediately as class starts? I feel like it takes a second. With a sigh, I placed my hands on the keyboard and started writing a few keywords from Emma's notes. Hey, do you guys have internet? Emma and I turned to a student sitting a bit further to my left. I haven't tried yet. Why? I can't connect to the Wi-Fi. New whisper behind me this time. Wi-Fi's down. They must have changed the password last night. Okay. Okay, no Wi-Fi. Blah, blah, blah. Something with electricity. Hey, long on to the intranet chat. Everyone's trolling. You guys must be in there. There's a bunch of trolls, apparently. But now, since we don't have actual internet anymore, I find the address in a few clicks and manage to log into the chat room. The messages are flooding. I open the small tab listing people that are logged in. There's almost 30 people. Oh, wow. Oh, we actually get to read the chats. I don't even know what you said, Darabot, but I agree. I don't even want to read it. I'm doing so much reading already. I will just agree. Oh, Dr. Fox. Oh, you copy and pasted it? Okay, fine, I'll read it. The expressiveness of a teacher when delivering lecture material can affect students' evaluation of the teacher. Other than that, individual differences among teachers such as personality, popularity, lecture fluency, nonverbal behavior, and attractiveness can also affect student evaluation of teachers. Fair, that's fair. Pink Lady. Seriously, nobody can crack the new Wi-Fi password? Sucks so much. So freaking bored. When did they even change it? It was working just fine yesterday. Why so serious? I got no signal on my phone. Yeah, blah, blah, blah. Okay. I'm going through an impressive number of insulting messages and pure flood. It's insane how an online chat can become a garbage can in no time. Yeah. We will eventually... Not you guys, though. I would never consider you guys a garbage can. Okay, blah, blah, blah. It's Wes, Dan's friend. Just me as Wes. Okay. Well, the chat being anonymous, it's so easy to troll. Welcome to the absurdity of online chatting. I glance over at Emma, still focused on her notes now, that now fill an entire page. It's been like 2 minutes. How does she have a whole page of notes? Has Evelyn talked that much already? I feel Emma's licensed look on my face. She hates it when I slack off, and I look up at Evelyn again. I find this almost magical bluish glow dancing in her dark eyes. I stiffen slightly as Emma's hand shakes my shoulder. Take notes! Hurry up! I stifle a yawn and look down at the clock. Morning break won't happen anytime soon. It is a 3-hour class, though, to be fair. If we're writing a page of notes every 10 minutes in class, and it's a 3-hour class, that's 180 minutes. That's 18 pages of notes. 18 pages of notes. That's crazy. I could never do that. Emma girl, this boy's useless. Hey, I will defend this boy because this boy is me, okay? I do great. And I take fantastic notes. Okay? Have I shown you? For example, my notes for beating FNAF are fantastic and legible. Thank you very much. Okay, I take fantastic notes. Look at this. So in-game, Darylicious also takes fantastic notes. We are done with this chapter. I hope it wasn't too boring. An unusual rising tide of voices spreads through the rows. Oops. I skipped something. An unusual rising tide of voices spreads through the rows. Okay, that was perfect, Evelyn. Keep talking, please. Unless she hit like a reset? That was weird. Could you please repeat the last part? Thank you all. You're so kind. But I've talked too much. Now it's question time. I still don't know how to speak in hearts. I'm sorry. Sarah, I don't know how you keep doing that. You keep like saying heart or something. Oh, wait, I can scroll? I can scroll. Interesting. Wait, I didn't pay attention. Who can tell me what the Barnum effect is? A few hands go up, including Emma's. And Dan's! Heck yeah, Dan's making a comeback. You, next to Darylicious. Emma straightens up slightly in her chair. It's the principle used for personality tests or horoscopes. People are flattered by... Isn't a horoscope like the thing that like ladies are into? Horoscopes? Yeah. See, I know my stuff. I know sociology. Evelyn quickly claps both hands. Excellent. That's exactly right. What's your name? Emma hesitates for a moment, surprised by this teacher's unusual familiarity with her students. Emma. That's perfect, Emma. Yeah, Dan has been taken already. This is true. You're the narrator? No, I'm the narrator. Because it's Darylicious. I'm Darylicious. Obviously. Read any personality test. You'll always find a subtle mix of flattery and statements generic enough to fit the majority. That is true. Once convinced that the test results represent who you are, you would become more likely to accept completely false statements about your own personality. This is the power of the Barnum effect. That's Dan, by the way. For those of you who haven't seen him, this is Dan. Evelyn, you are the best professor in the world. Evelyn bursts into a crystalline laugh. Sorry, but flattery needs at least a little bit of subtlety. Otherwise, it doesn't work. Let's see. Who can tell me about the bystander effect? It's a classic that you've already faced in real life. Hands go up again. No. It's always the same people answering. I'll pick someone this time. She moves slowly across the stage in search of her prey. Okay. One hand brushing the desk as she continues to walk. You over there. What's your name? Lucas, ma'am. Evelyn? Oh, Lucas. All right. Yeah, she floats across the stage. Yeah. She starts she starts hovering on her broom. She goes around the room cackling. And turning us into toads. The guy named Lucas, I've probably talked to him twice in my life, is casually sitting in an obvious attempt to appear cool and relaxed. So, Lucas, do you know what the bystander effect is? Lucas, his smile widens. It's when you're a bystander to a significant event that you're able to replicate afterwards with accuracy. For example, I was able to date very talented girls. Okay. Talented in like what way? Just talented. I'm not even kidding. My eye is like constantly watering right now. It's that painful. My right eye is just watering. For example, okay, yeah, talented girls. As a result, now I can pull off some amazing tricks. He concludes his answer with a wink that he probably believes to be the most charming in the world. It was dorky, vulgar, and probably off topic. That's probably a naughty word. Is that a naughty word, Isa? Does that count as a swear word? Douche. There we go. That's probably the meanest word I'll ever say then. Don't make that face at me. Was that a bad word? Was I not supposed to say that? She pulled a pog face. Was I not supposed to say that word? Oh no. Guys, scrub that. Scrub that. I didn't mean to say that. Is it a bad word? I didn't know if... I'm sorry. I didn't mean to. I'm innocent when it comes to words, okay? I don't swear. I'm not crying. Don't laugh at me. She's laughing at me. I know it's mean. I didn't know if it was a bad word though. Like, if it was like a swear word. It's what? Is that actually what it is? I thought it meant like... Isa just told me that there's an object called that. I didn't know that. I thought it meant like crap. I thought it was another word for crap. Yeah. Yeah, like I thought it meant like you're being a piece of crap. I didn't know it meant like... It makes it smell good? You put scents. Like, yeah, to make your things smell good. And I said it. That sounds gross. Okay. That's cool. That's cool. They said that you're right. And it's very unhealthy. Yeah, that's what Isa said. Cleaning products, yay. Moving on. I legit did not know any of that. Gosh dang. That's how much of a guy I am. I didn't even know that was a thing. Alright. To my surprise, Evelyn continues to smile in a perfectly natural way. It does not surprise me. After all, you look like you belong to the gifted type. Wait, does that mean when you call someone that... Sorry, I'm just thinking about it now. Does that mean you both smell good, but you're unhealthy to women? Ah, so it's for men who use too much cologne and are toxic. Okay, I got it. And genuinely don't ever use them. Yeah, it sounds like it's a bad thing. For sure. I'm not repeating that. I really hope that didn't... I really hope you guys didn't hear that. Do your homework. She's saying really weird things now. Alright. Good thing we don't give her a mic anymore. It doesn't surprise me. After all, you look like you belong to the gifted type. It's up to you to find out. It's plugged into yours. Okay, good. I'm like, if it was plugged into mine. Oh no. Evelyn's smile widens. This conversation's more interesting than the game. Yeah, I'll just click through the game while we're talking about that. Let's go to auto. Okay, we got hearts. I want this lecture to be over. What happened? What happened? The second I was like, okay, we're gonna skip. Nothing's happening. Something happens. All right, guys. Stuff is happening. Okay, buckle in. A blinding flash of light fills the entire room for a split second, immediately followed by a dull crack. My eyes instinctively close as this sudden light assault. The classroom is now dead silent. Hey now. When I finally manage to open my eyes for good, I find myself facing a vision of horror. Was that Lucas? Did Lucas just get murdered? Evelyn is elegantly seated on the table right in front of Lucas. Okay, understandable. All right. If it was like Ness from Smash Bros, but if this is Lucas from Smash Bros, I feel bad. I feel kind of bad. But we'll just imagine that Lucas is Ness in this situation, and he had it coming. Those are my thoughts. Anyways, dang, I didn't know you had it in you, Sarah. Gosh dang. Smiling, terrifying. In front of her, Lucas stares dazedly at the long blue spear that crosses his chest. That thing is big. Holy cow. There's blood absolutely everywhere. The eyes widen. Lucas tries to articulate some words, but only a bubble of blood springs from his lips and splashes a little more his completely soiled clothes. Okay, okay. The blue spear seems to glow with a supernatural and devious gleam, as if animated by a will of its own. Evelyn keeps her eyes riveted on Lucas's face, whose life is rapidly slipping away. It feels like time stays frozen for an eternity. My brain, unable to process the images I'm witnessing, can no longer reason rationality. Crap. Lucas covered in blood. Evelyn. The magic spear. I'm dreaming. A nightmare. That's impossible. I barely managed to hear the scream that tears through the surrounding silence. Scream. They did the scream for me. I'm cool with that. Help! Run! The paralysis that had gripped the entire room disappears all at once, as if by magic. A very large panic begins, with half the students taking cover under the tables, while the other half rushes to the door. Door located at the other end of the room from my seat. Frick! He's like, I'm screwed! Emma turns to me, her face livid. I hope Emma doesn't die. Oh no. Without thinking, I pull her against me and tip backwards so that our bodies are under the table. Okay. The protection is purely symbolic, but what more can I do? While my brain is screaming at me to think of a way to get to the door, my gaze goes back to Evelyn. Still smiling, she gently caresses the handle of the spear. Okay. And just caressing the... All right. Without seeming in the least disturbed by the agitation around her, her medallion glows with a pulsing of the magic spear, which seems to absorb the life of her unfortunate victim. Uh-oh, her eyes. Oh, his are gone. I can see his eyes are just edited out. They're still there. It seems that Lucas is living his last moments. His face becomes more and more livid with each passing second, and his eyes take on a gray color specific to dead corpses. A frightful nausea invades me. I pull Emma a little tighter against me and force her head to turn towards my chest in a futile attempt to spare her from this macabre vision. Macabre? Or massacre? Are they trying to say massacre? But he's just misspeaking. Macabre. In spite of the ambient rush, a new shrill scream followed by a pestilent... These big words are breaking my head. Macabre. What does that mean? Gosh dang. Okay. A pestilential odor invades the room that silences all the other noises. As I try to find a proper vision angle without exposing myself unnecessarily, I manage to see a flaming mass collapsing on the floor just in front of the door. Don't tell me, another student? She lit them on fire? Gosh dang. No, the door's trapped. The students amassed near the door, all caught up in a flame. Okay, jeez. A tremendous stampede ensues, the crowd divided by the desire to get as far away as possible from the two corpses, that of Lucas and another unfortunate soul who was burned alive. Evelyn's bubbly voice arises from the center stage as if she had teleported again from the back rows where Lucas's corpse still lies. No, the class is not over. I feel like she can turn back time and they won't be dead the next day, is what I'm guessing. At these words, all the students froze, and a new icy silence invaded the room. Evelyn's sharp smile lights up her face, which strangely no longer bears any trace of Lucas's blood. If you don't hurry back to your seats, I will have to punish you too. Okay. Interesting. All right. She's girl bossing, and she literally gatekeeped the freaking classroom. She was literally being a girl boss and gatekeeping. And what's the other thing? I forget. Girl boss, gatekeep. What's the third thing? I don't remember. It just slipped my mind. Evelyn's so misunderstood. Yeah. She is misunderstood. Gaslight. Yeah. There we go. She is gaslighting us into being like, hey, that didn't just happen. After a few seconds, the message finally sinks in. Clear as blood. Punishment. Death. New panic sets in. Most of the students rush to their relative safety of the tables, while a handful remain motionless near the door, totally paralyzed by fear. Evelyn gazes at these death row inmates with a delighted expression. Oh, bad students. One of the three students still standing faints, her face maddened. The second lays on a totally charred corpse, then bends over to vomit profusely. The third, his limbs shaking all over, seems to have completely lost control of his own body. Evelyn slowly approaches the door, her eyes riveted on the two girls on the ground. Poor thing, she's fainted. What kind of teacher would I be if I punished a student with anemia? Her light-hearted laughter is in total contrast to the seriousness of the situation. This is what you do to your students? Oh no. Remind me not to take any classes that you're teaching, Sarah. I suddenly just remembered that I'm busy. So I won't be able to make it. As for her, Evelyn takes a small step to the side to avoid the puddle of vomit. I'm sorry, but eating in class is forbidden. That's how you mess up the room. With a nonchalant gesture, she extends 2 fingers in the direction of the unfortunate girls. Like this? Okay. 2 fingers in the direction of the unfortunate girl, still on her knees and agitated by sporadic retching. Bam! So she, like this. She was doing finger guns. Bam! New flash of light. Blue this time. The student collapses totally on her vomit in a big spray of blood. Oh my, look how dirty she is. I hate dirty people. The last student, still standing, tries to move away, but his legs seem to no longer obey the movements, intimidated by his hips. He just manages to lean against the wall to avoid falling. Evelyn raises her eyes, full of malice in his direction. She's going kind of nuts. We skipped whatever Lucas said to trigger this, but geez. She's just killing everyone who didn't answer any of her questions. You're laughing at this, Sarah? Oh no. Sarah. You're getting too into character now. Evelyn was the right choice for you. Student massacre simulator? Yeah, that is what's happening. The unfortunate guy opens his mouth like a fish out of water and painfully manages to squeeze a few words. I is not a valid answer. Sorry. Evelyn gives him a ravaging little wink, then quickly waves her left hand in his direction. Crack. New flash of light followed by a dull cracking sound. A long blue sphere, identical to the one that pierced Lucas, goes through the student's chest and literally pins him against the wall. Alright. Contrary to Lucas, death must have been instantaneous. The student does not emit any rattle, and his inert head falls into the side at a frightening angle. Looking satisfied, Evelyn quickly contemplates her work, then returns to the desk while clapping her hands. Let's see. I think what it was is that Lucas answered incorrectly. Oh, okay. Really? And that triggered all of this? Someone tell her what the bystander is. Yeah. What is, I don't even know what the bystander effect is. Like the thing of like, if you're a bystander, you're still guilty. Oh, like, is that what it is? I don't know what it is. I'm gonna get murdered next. She runs her delicate hand through her long hair. I think I was just asking you some questions. All right, just a few more questions and we'll start a new chapter. Let's see. Evelyn sweeps the room with her eyes. All the students have taken shelter under the tables, just like Emma and me. A perfectly useless shelter, inasmuch as the underside of the tables is visible from the board. It's going to be difficult for you to take notes crouching like that on the floor. Despite her enchanting smile, an evil glint gleams in her eyes as she opens her mouth again. If you don't take notes, I'll have to consider you absent. That smile. That is a devious smile. Holy cow. This is crazy. Yes, the idea that someone else will hop in and stop whatever's happening, but everyone thinks the same thing, so nothing happens. That's true. The signal is clear. Obey or die. Jeez, you are ruthless, Sarah. But an effective teacher, apparently. The students slowly stand up and reluctantly sit back in their seats in dead silence. Okay, question though. I do have a question. Any of the kids that were actually absent today, is she gonna go hunt them down tonight and kill them all too? Like, is that happening? Because it might just be better not to, like, to just do the classes online or something at this point. Despite my heart beating way too fast, I take the risk of standing up as well. Emma's still in my arms. My will is close to breaking when Emma raises her big doe eyes to me, filled with tears. Big doe eyes. That's funny. You're taking notes, Sarah. Oh no. Oh no. Okay, let's hope that Sarah does not turn into a witch, because we're all screwed. Emma, trust me, my voice is only a whisper, but she nods and lets my arms guide her. I sit her back down in a seat right next to mine, then I sit down as well. Her morbidly livid face doesn't let me forget the nausea rumbling deep in my gut. This is a nightmare, a pure nightmare. I slowly turn my head towards Evelyn, praying not to meet her eyes. With a big smile on her face, she's making sure that everyone is seated properly. A particularly sickening smell of burning flesh finally reaches my nostrils. I glance back I glance at the black carcass lying on the floor near the door, just imagining that it is a corpse of another human being. I can't read. My brain is broken from all this. Ha. Is it obvious that I'm not an English major? It's so bad. The devs do not know what the word living means. I feel like they are just throwing in a bunch of big words and it's hurting my brain. So now I'm tripping up on easy words. Just imagining that this is the corpse of another human being makes me want to regurgitate the contents of my stomach. No way. Magic doesn't exist. Why would you doubt it? Why would you ever doubt it at that point? It'd be like, yeah, it exists. Like, I would treat this lady as like God at that point. Like, I don't know. I would not deny what's happening right in front of me like that. There's no such thing as a teacher killing students in a classroom. Not in my life. Not okay, blah blah blah. It's impossible. Emma's small hand squeezes mine despite her shaking. Okay, she has soft skin. Good to know. Okay, he came back to his senses. I need to be rational. Yeah, we need to be manly men right now, okay? Look, the women in the classroom are being too emotional. I need to be the rational actor in this situation as a man, okay? And my rational thoughts are, I need to survive. And that's it. Wow. What great rational thinking that no one else would have thought of. Only I have thought of this. Evelyn can kill us in the blink of an eye. She's using magic or a superpowered weapon from the future, or whatever. It doesn't matter. The facts are simple. We're totally powerless against it. So we have to trick it to understand her motives, the rules that underlie her morbid game. Turn the game against her, like in a video game. I close my eyes to try to concentrate more without success. She's gonna be there because we fell asleep in class or something. I'm very scared what tonight's meme is gonna be. Alright. No escape. I open my eyes again and meet Evelyn's gaze. Sorry. My blood runs through my veins. Did she just wink at me? Her attention immediately shifts to the other side of the room, but the uneasy feeling persists. Am I next? My swallowing becomes very difficult, as if my throat has become totally knotted. I'm going to die, like Lucas, like the others. We're all going to die. Meet or what? Gaze. That's what I meant to say. Hi, Gaze. Hi, Gaze. I'm Sarah. Is that what you're trying to do? Not funny. I didn't laugh. Alright. My eyes freeze on the door to the room, the only way we can escape. The only way to survive. A door trapped. A door that condemns the one who puts his hand on it to die by fire. Okay, here's another thought. Rooms usually have, well, I guess they don't usually. Some rooms have two exits, like in the front and the back. So maybe we're going to discover that there's actually a back door and then we'll survive. That could be the trick here. My breath is getting shorter and shorter as I curl up slightly in my seat. We can't get out anymore. Trapped. Condemned. Is everyone seated? Good. Let's get back to the questions. Are we time skipping? I feel like I want this to be over. I want this lecture to be over. I have a feeling you're not in a very talkative mood, so I guess I'll have to pick someone again. Evelyn slowly ascends the central staircase, her hand gently brushing the surface of the tables as she moves. The students closest to her passage cower in vain, hoping to become invisible, all the while avoiding moving too much so as not to attract the attention of our tormentor. I want this game to be over, yeah. Well, it just got good though, but I'm wondering if like that's it. But we'll see. I feel like more stuff's gonna happen. As Evelyn passes by our row, Emma leans slightly towards me, as to get as far away from her as possible, a look of terror on her face. Oops. I keep scrolling. I force my gaze, not my glaze, my gaze to stay focused in front of me, despite the fear of being hit by a magical projectile from the stairs to my right. A barely audible sigh of relief escapes my lips as I hear Evelyn's footsteps move away from us. She stops a few rows up, both her hands patting the table in the unlucky row with an impatient look. Tell me, what's your name? Slowly and carefully, I turn my head to catch a glimpse of the unfortunate victim out of the corner of my eye, sitting just a row away from Dan. That guy, it's Matt, Zoe's ex. Well, if it's Zoe's ex, who cares? Who cares? We're friends with Zoe, so we're basically morbid enemies. Or, sorry, we're livid enemies with Matt right now. His usual self-confidence seems to have completely disappeared. Head straight up, empty eyes. He's unable to meet the glance of Evelyn, nor even to answer the question asked. I like how this game immediately has like put us on the side of Evelyn. It's kind of funny. Matt lets out a slight cry when Evelyn starts to move, convinced of his imminent death. To my surprise, she simply sits down in the seat next to him and leans her face towards him. Matt keeps his head turned towards the hall as if paralyzed by fear. I can't help but feel a certain cowardly relief. Matt is next on the list, not me. Poor guy. But it's not me. That's a good sentiment to have. I want Evelyn to kill every last one of these characters, except like Daryl. Thank you. Thank you. I don't want Darylicious to die either. Okay. And probably Jessica. That's fair, that's fair. Well, we got to look out for ourselves. I don't think Professor's gonna die. Professor's he's too cool. He's definitely too cool. Oh, you won't tell me your name? That's too bad. Matt's voice is barely audible. Matt. Evelyn smiles delightedly. Well, Matt, thanks for being a volunteer. Matt swallows. As if he was a volunteer, she picked him herself. Yeah, that's called being a voluntold. A little micro-sociology question regarding the family. Evelyn's smile, which initially seemed warm to me, now appears purely cruel. When a couple is expecting a child, who should make the decisions? Her face. Oh no. Oh no. Jesus Christ. I love that. I love that. That's awesome. I'm crying because this is dumb. This game is dumb. When a couple's expecting a child, who should make the decisions? Sarah decided Jesus Christ should. Evelyn's trying to catch Matt for being not woke. We'll see. We'll see what Matt's answer is. She's just like, are you woke? Do you believe in women's rights to choose? And then he's gonna be like, no. And then she's gonna be like, bang. And we'll all clap. It's gonna happen. All right. Matt manages to admit an answer, which is already a great feat considering the perilous situation he finds himself in. The mother. Oh, is Matt woke? Only the mother. That's interesting. Well, it's like 80% the mother. Yeah, let's be honest. It's like 80% the mother's choice. The other 20% is the father. If it's of course just like a heteronormative relationship. 20% the man, which obviously if you know how stats work, you know that means it's the woman's choice, but whatever. The entire class holds its breath. But does that mean the father has no say in it, ever? I'm talking in terms of if someone's already pregnant, of course. face dripping with sweat, and of course, like, choice of having a child. Then it's like 70% the woman's choice and like 30% the man's. The child requires yeah. Now tell me, can you out Pizza the Hut? Face dripping with sweat, Matt answers in a surprisingly firm voice. Both. It's both. Ah, both. Very interesting. Evelyn's smiles grows more and more crooked. But you can't change your answer afterwards. It's like cheating. Matt abruptly turns to Evelyn, perpetual panic in his eyes. Wait, Splash. Matt had a pretty fine answer, let's be honest. It was okay. A short dagger adorned with the Kabbalistic engravings springs from Evelyn's outstretched hand and comes crashing down Matt's throat with a particularly sickening sound. The latter hopelessly brings his hands to his throat, both are blood spurting out everywhere. That's a weird use of ladder as well. But yeah, Matt's gone. See ya. He ends up collapsing against the table in a frightful rattle. It was his mistake for breaking up with Zoe, though, let's be honest. He had it coming. He basically asked for it. Could they only afford art for the one murder? I think so, yeah. Yeah. That's it. Also, not to point this out, but I'm kind of pointing this out. Her waist is a cube. Just for you guys to think about that. Her waist is a square. Evelyn contemplates her macabre. I feel like I'm still saying that wrong. Work with her satisfied air. Her medallion sparkling of a blue supernatural glare. Yeah. You know, Evelyn's setting those unattainable beauty standards for women. This year's model, cube. You guys better have that cubic waist. Ah, no. A few howls echo through the room. I squeeze Emma's hand tightly, hoping that she will manage to suppress any sound. The last thing we need right now is to attract Evelyn's attention. I think we can stop the question part for now. Her perky look is perfectly surreal considering the murder she just committed in cold blood. This woman is evil. Macabre. Sorry. Macabre? Is that it? Or is it macabre? It's just macabre? But there's an R-E at the end. So confusing. A witch. She's a witch. Powerful. Cruel. I hope you'll listen more carefully from now on, otherwise you'll keep giving me wrong answers. Evelyn quickly walks back down the stairs towards the board and turns back to the class. I expect you all to take notes seriously. I can't believe it. Is she going to resume the class like nothing happened? Now, let's talk about microsociology. Without the slightest regard for the various corpses littering the room, Evelyn begins to recite a sociology lecture before the simultaneously frightening and bewildering eyes of the still living students. Gosh dang, these sentences are long. Holy cow. I feel like you're completely asleep this morning. All the students are now aware that each of her recommendations carries with it a threat of imminent death. As a result, I hear a number of hands timidly tapping on keyboards, beginning with Emma's, on whose face I read deep terror. With a pleading look, she tells me to imitate her to avoid the witch's wrath. The witch who killed Lucas. Yeah, we know which one killed Lucas. You don't have to remind us. And Matt. Yeah, we know that too. The one who probably will kill us by the end of the day. Nah, I got that plot armor. With trembling hands, I barely manage to unlock my laptop. The chat window appears before me, flooded with new messages. She uses magic. This is a nightmare. Yeah, we get it. Yeah, they're dead. Someone call 911. I don't know. Blah, 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 blah. Holy cow. These messages be messaging. Divine punishment? Maybe that's what this is after all. A loud vomit echoes around the room. The girl sitting next to Lucas's corpse has finally cracked. I take a quick look at Evelyn. She continues her lecture without caring about the sickening noise. And all of these concepts bring us back to the decision-making process that you should already be familiar with. I threw up. But Evelyn, I threw up. Lucas was my friend. He was a huge butthole. Who abused girls. Oh, okay. Listen, I'm not one for capital punishment, but like, I don't know. If he was mean one time, slightly to anyone, he probably deserved it. Let's be honest. All right. And that was good timing, sir. Despite the visceral fear that refuses to leave my body, I try to concentrate on the last exchanges. This game is just funny, honestly. It's not really scary. No, we're just making fun now. Well, now that we know that Sarah is Evelyn, we're just making light of the situation now. Matt forced a girl she slept with to have an abortion. Huh? Wait. Oh, wait, is she actually just murking people that she knows are, like, bad? Oh, he abused several people. Oh. He had a one-night stand, got a girl pregnant, and made her have an abortion? Matt didn't do anything wrong. She made the decision to abort. That's true, actually. What? If she chose to do it, it's not a big deal. I mean, yeah, if he forced her, that's wrong, of course. But, like, if she chose to do it, then it's fine. Unless this class just hates abortions in general. I don't know. Maybe the whole class isn't woke. This reminds me of something. The memory of the exchange between Matt and Evelyn just before his death suddenly flashes back to me. When a couple is expecting a child, who should make the decisions? Am I wrong to say it's the woman? Am I? Isa, I have a question for you. When a couple is expecting a child, who should make the decisions? That's what I thought. That's what I thought. He wasn't woke enough. Yeah, I don't know. I guess he wasn't woke enough. Jeez. Evelyn, she asked Matt that question. A very specific question for Matt. Does that mean she knew? In a brief moment of lucidity, I try to gather my thoughts. Evelyn is a demon, a witch, a psychopath. You know, she can probably read our thoughts. We shouldn't think that. She can kill us all with a snap of her fingers, and yet, she follows a very specific plan. She gives us orders, terrifies us, asks us questions. A small voice in our head starts to grow louder. What if she didn't kill randomly? I mentally run down the casualty list. Lucas seems like he was abusing girls. People might even say he deserves what he got. He's someone punishable. He forced a girl to have an abortion, like Matt did. Okay. Another behavior Evelyn would want to punish, as she might consider that he was gaslighting. Oh, Evelyn wanted to do the gaslighting, so she was jealous that Matt was gaslighting as a man. This makes sense now. This does make sense. Okay. Regardless of the girl's well-being? Hey now. I mean, that's fair, I guess. If she wanted to have a kid and she was forced to get an abortion, I guess it wouldn't be good for her well-being mentally. Yet he answered that the mother should be the one to make the decisions. Did he suspect that Evelyn knew? Did he sense that the question was directly aimed at him regarding this very specific event? Evelyn didn't seem to expect any particular answer. Actually, I don't know if there is any good answer to such a vague question. Well, there is. Just kidding. I've hit 2 hours. I have? Gosh dang it. Okay, we'll keep going. We'll keep going a bit. I'm slightly invested, but we're definitely not going to finish this game this stream. But then, was it a trick question? Was it a question designed to psychologically torture him before killing him for good? To punish him for his behavior? We do need to end soon, though. I'm tripping up on my words so much. Let's start again. Lucas and Matt have been punished for their behavior towards the girls. But what about the other deaths? The one who died by fire while trying to open the door, the girl who was killed while vomiting on the floor, unable to move, the one who was left paralyzed standing by the door. No. Class is not over. Okay. I'm sorry, but eating's not allowed in class. Okay, these are flashbacks. Okay. Did they
Happy
die?
Halloween!
You missed hitting Evelyn. Gosh dang it. You missed that time. Now you just made a mess in the classroom. She's gonna kill you. Oh no. Did they die because they didn't follow the rules imposed by Evelyn? But no, what would those rules be? I was clicking too fast. That's true. Okay, she'll have to punish us. Okay, more flashbacks. Would it be enough to be a good, obedient student to survive? Lucas and Matt died before being questioned directly. In other words, they probably had no hope for survival. Evelyn wanted them dead. As for the others, they were not interrogated. They died because they did not obey the rules. They were not seated. They did not follow the class. They tried to leave the room in the middle of class. What if they had to pee? It's a 3-hour class. What if you have to pee? Then what? I shake my head to try to give myself some hope. I'm sure my theory holds up. Once Evelyn is done punishing all the students guilty of punishable behavior, she will spare the others. The ones who can follow the rules until the end of class. I need to share this with the others so that there are no more casualties. I'm not just about to write onto the chat when Evelyn lets out a loud exclamation. I almost forgot a little question. I instantly freeze as if paralyzed by an unearthly cold embrace. Emma turns to me, looking even more terrified than before. I squeeze her hand with all my strength and utter a few words under my breath. You're safe. She should be in no danger. She's taking notes. She's listening to the lecture. She's a very good student. She is a girl. Evelyn seems to only punish guys guilty of terrible behavior towards girls. She is girl bossing. Which is pretty cool. I pray that my theory is correct. I think I should be alright. I'm a normal guy. And yet, why am I still shaking like a leaf? You there, what's your name? Breathless, I look with devastated eyes at Evelyn, who was staring at someone across the room. Me? Dead silence. All the students turn to the unfortunate girl. I recognize her. It's Lucy, a rather loner girl in the class. Evelyn simply nods with a broad smile, arms leaning against her desk near the board. The brief relief, knowing I'm safe, is immediately replaced by frustration at the inconsistency of the choice of the new victim. Why is she singling out the girl? Unless she's not planning to kill her? Maybe Evelyn just wants to psychologically torture us into thinking she's going to kill everyone. Maybe she'll spare the girl and kill the next student she asks a question to. The next one, that could be me. Claire, my name is Claire. I frown. What is she doing? Her name is Lucy. If Evelyn finds out she's lying to her, Claire, that's a pretty name. Lucy's face is almost morbidly pale, but she manages to hold Evelyn's gaze without blinking. I've always thought that the name we're given at birth is the starting point of a great injustice, since we don't choose it ourselves. What do you think, Claire? She knows. She knows that Lucy lied to her. She knows everything. Lucy is doomed. Yes, you're right. I'm always right. No need to mention it. Evelyn's smile widens and she bursts out laughing. I'm kidding, of course. Nobody's perfect. Lucy's face breaks down as Evelyn walks up the stairs towards the row where her new victim is sitting. The psychological torture is unbearable, including for us bystanders. Oh, she's showing us the bystander effect. Oh, she's demonstrating the bystander. Okay, I get it now. She's demonstrating it. This is the class demo. I just barely put 2 and 2 together. You knew that all along, Sarah, huh? Well, I mean, it makes sense. You're the one teaching. Okay. It's a good way to teach. Does Evelyn plan to kill her, or does she just want to terrorize her? So, Claire, a question for you about responsibility. I resign myself to the obvious. Lucy is going to die. Is a person who distributes illegal content on the internet guilty, even if he or she did not participate in the making of that content themselves? Lucy burst into tears in response to this oddly specific question. Please, I didn't know. I thought they were always consenting, I swear. Evelyn stares condescendingly at Lucy, half leaning over her. The unearthly glow of her medallion gleams onto the tear-streaking face of this hapless victim. Please spare me, I'm so sorry. Please, please. Evelyn's gaze grows a little softer. Lucy, I'm sorry to see you so desperate. Lucy raises her pleading eyes. But your answer is off topic. With a simple gesture, Evelyn causes a small bluish mist to appear and ripple around Lucy's body. Okay. Freaking internet crimes? I don't think you should die for internet crimes. That's weird. That's crazy. I mean, you shouldn't die regardless, but like still. This sucks. She's killing women now. What? As always, heck yeah, as always. Isa, in good news, Isa got 100% on her test. It is. Isa got 100 on her test, or quiz. Good job. Okay, the ladder begins to tremble so violently that her seat hammers the metal railing that serves as its support in a sonorous clacking? Sonorous clacking? Okay, what's your game theory, kitty? Clack, 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 clack. The shaking stops after a few seconds, and with a dull thud, Lucy's head falls against her table, her face turned in my direction. A fresh wave of nausea seizes me. Blood has abundantly spurred from her eyes and mouth during her agony. With a snap of her finger, Evelyn clears the magical mist and walks back down to the podium, a mysterious smile on her face. Remember, responsibility is okay. Still, I'm liking Evelyn a little less, okay? I'll be the first to admit I'm liking her a little less now. Once back by her desk, Evelyn continues the class as if nothing had happened. Nothing in her appearance betrays the murder she has just perpetrated. Not her immaculate clothes, not her impeccably coiffed hair, not her medallion, which has returned to its usual hue. Don't forget to take notes, this is important. I hear the sound of someone puking from across the room, but no screams. Most of the students go back to tapping away fervently at their keyboards, looking terrified. Evelyn also targets girls. No one is safe. Emma, I love you. I whisper these words. Okay, blah, blah, blah. Emma simply squeezes my hand. Out of the corner of my eye, I see a few tears. She's crying. Okay, we're figuring out the rules. I have to save Emma. I want to save myself. I close my eyes and try to recall the details. Okay, she had very specific questions. Yeah, it's kind of obvious what's going on. Darylicious is as slow as I am at figuring out what the heck is happening. She was guilty. She admitted her guilt. Still, okay, no amount of guilt deserves death, though. That's crazy. I only care when it's a woman too. When he was mad at Lucas, I'm like, okay, that's fine. All right. I log back into the chat room. Hey, it's me. Look, I'm chatting. Does anyone know what Lucy was talking about? Non-consenting people. We're all gonna die. She's a sinner too. Repent, everyone. This person just converted to like Christianity in the middle of class. Oh my gosh. This guy seems to have lost his mind, but I feel like his sinner theory is somehow kind of right. I just need to confirm it with Lucy's story. It's just rumors, but I heard she was collecting sex tapes from some students and reselling them to Okay, okay. She was... Isn't that like revenge? Isn't that revenge porn? Or something like that? I guess in a lot of the cases, the girls didn't even know they were being filmed. Okay. I mean, that's bad, but yeah, you don't deserve to die. But still, that's really bad, yeah. That is messed up, for sure. That is still like woman abuse too. But, gosh dang. It's not a rumor, it's true. She even admitted it. True. Not sure if this is related, but I've seen videos of Lucas as well. Same. Not just Lucas, by the way. There are a few other guys from this university who had videos of them having sex with a lot of different girls. Is Dan one of them? Oh my gosh, is Dan one of them? Oh no. Would that mean that Lucy had to deal with these guys? That would explain Evelyn's question about responsibility. Oh, she had to deal. But how could she know something like that? She's a witch, she knows everything. We're all gonna die, okay. Interesting. Yeah, no, that is bad. Fine, that still classifies as abuse, so... Fine. We hold her to the same standard as Matt and Lucas now. I no longer feel guilty. There are two types of victims, the punished and the disobedient. The punished are targeted directly through Evelyn's questions, which allow her to remind them of their misdeeds before killing them. They are guilty of having carried out terrible acts, supposedly on girls. In other words, those who didn't do any evil thing have nothing to fear in principle. Let's hope that, like, Darylicious did nothing wrong. Let's hope. As for the disobedience, it can be anyone. The moment you disobey Evelyn's rules, you can... Okay, yeah. So, as long as we have accepted Jesus Christ as our Savior, and we don't go up to pee in the middle of class, we should be fine. I think that's what's going on here. Everyone just starts bringing like Bibles to class and stuff. That's the only lead I have. Okay, he's gonna tell everyone, look, I don't know, I don't think she's randomly killing. Shut up. All right. Okay, blah 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 blah. Something morally wrong. Okay, exactly, she only targets sinners. You've condemned all of us. Okay, what's your deal, Darylicious? You're saying that you agree to the other sicko here? It's a bit more complicated. Basically, everyone kills people who she thinks have done something terrible. She asks them a question, and with... Okay, yeah. And Alicia. That's a cool name. She killed her while she collapsed on the floor vomiting. Okay, blah, blah, blah. If she disobeys the rules. Okay, cool. Okay, no one's really listening to us. Very light tap on the back. Almost makes me scream in surprise. Let's hope these guys are good. Let's hope these guys are good. Gosh dang. I have a stake in this now. We need Dan to survive. Otherwise, Captain Pug is gonna die. So, let's hope that doesn't happen. And Kitty, let's hope you don't die either. I turn around and see Jessica, Dan, and Wes on the seats right next to me, or behind me. Hey, it's not that dumb, your theory. Jessica is careful to keep her voice low. Despite the relative distance between us and the board, and thus Evelyn, there's no telling how much she can hear us. What are you doing here? You're insane. Why would you move from your seats? It's okay. She's focused on writing. Look. I quickly turn back to Evelyn to see with relief that she's still facing the board, writing sociological concepts that sound completely unfamiliar to me. Seems like she can't hear us. We should be fine. Emma joins in the discussion. Delicious. I think your theory makes sense, but yeah, it's not stupid, but we still don't know how to get out of here. Okay, so this is starting to get a bit far-fetched, honestly. Like, if the non-consensual woohoo, then it's scary and edgy. Thank you, 14-year-olds. Fair. Oh. Hello. What are your basically anyone who has wronged a girl or a woman in some way, she is first of all outing them in class, yeah, and then she kills them is what's going on basically. I don't know how long we'll go. I'm hoping for the lecture to end and then we can end it, and then maybe I'll continue this after October when I have more time after doing all the videos and stuff. I don't know. More whispers get our attention. It's Zoe and Chloe. Zoe, Chloe. Delicious, are you sure about your theory? How do you explain? Okay. I think the theory holds up. We don't need to do all this. So anyone who disobeys in our class dies, and anyone who's done something wrong dies. Basically. Some random guy called Lucas who was abusing women, and then Matt who forced a girl to get an abortion, and then I don't know, they were saying that in the chat. They were like, well, she chose to do it, but I don't know. If you did actually force her to, then that is traumatic. Yeah. Yeah, if you manipulated her. If she actually chose to do it, then whatever. But yeah. Yeah, I'm guessing he manipulated her. He died. Some people were trying to leave the classroom. They got killed. A girl who was distributing illegal porn like that, she got killed as well just now. So yes, a girl also got killed for throwing up on the floor. So this whole game will be the lecture probably. Okay, she quietly just continues. Okay. I try to remember the scene with Rose. That's consistent with what Delicious says. Rose passed out, so she couldn't obey the rules. What the heck are you talking about? The witch. There's too many people in frame right now. It's feeling a little cluttered. The witch, she asked everyone to go sit down. That was the rule. Go back to your seat. Does that mean we're in danger since we switched places? I don't think so. Since the murder started, I've changed seats 3 times and I still haven't been targeted. As long as we stay seated, I think she's satisfied. Jessica's just been like jumping around into a bunch of different seats the whole class. That's kind of funny. Why'd you change your seat 3 times? Jessica looks at Dan like she's talking to a child. To get me closer to you so we can come up with a plan, you idiot. Oh, that makes sense. But to get back to Rose, that doesn't add up. She killed Alicia, who was throwing up. She couldn't get back to her seat either. Are you trying to show her hands? Oh, it looks like you were. Holding hands looks so weird. It's just like, I don't know, interlaced fingers look weird to me. The scene suddenly comes back to my mind. Poor thing, she fainted. Okay, yeah. This is a flashback. We don't need flashbacks. We just saw this. Oh my gosh, it's like a bad anime where it flashbacks to the previous episode or like the last 5 minutes and we're like, yes, we saw this. I know already. What are you saying? Oh. Yeah. The rule is to behave in class. Okay, blah, blah. Okay, no eating in class. We got that. Whatever. Okay, we get this. We understand. We understand there's rules and that we need to obey the rules. We don't need all this detective work. We understand. It returns back to Evelyn looking very concerned. Dan, I'm begging you. Keep your voice down. Okay, we know. We can't break the... Slap. Okay. I'm uninterested in this filler. This filler episode. Dan pauses, staring into space. Okay. I've never done anything atrocious like Lucas, but I'm not exactly a monogamous type, you know me. So I've been with lots of girls in relationships, single, it doesn't matter to me. If it's consensual, it does not matter. It's not immoral, so it's fine. I probably caused a lot of breakups and sometimes for couples who were pretty serious. Oh, he was helping people cheat. Well, that's a bit of a gray area. This is true. But did Jesus consent? That meme of just like, I consent, and then Jesus, I don't consent. Crap, we forgot about that. No. Oh no. That's serious. I'm considering these girls are still willing to sleep with a guy like you. I'm not saying I'm super proud of it, but it's not like it's against the law, and I may not be the only one at fault. It takes two to cheat, right? Yeah. I'm almost surprised you know that. That still makes me a guy with reprehensible behavior. Call it morals, values, or anything. If it fits into her rules, I'm doomed. She's going to bleed me dry for acting like this. On the other hand, if you did act like trash... Emma glares at Chloe. Oh, I read that wrong. Oh well. Don't say things like that. No one deserves to die for that. Jessica gives Chloe the coldest look I've ever seen. You're a pro-death penalty, right? You are a pro-death penalty. Okay. Watching bad guys die in front of you makes you happy. It doesn't make you feel better about your own little life. Chloe looks down at the floor, but Zoe immediately flies to her rescue. The twins have always been extremely close. Okay. That's not what she meant. No one wants Dan to die, but if Delicious' theory is correct, that's pretty reassuring, right? It means there's real hope for some of the students. The good students, right? Trash like me can croak as quickly as possible to help get you out. No, that's not... Oof. Dan's outwoking them right now. That's not what you meant, right? How about you shut up instead? What do you think? Dan, calm down. Okay, they're just arguing now. Okay, Dan's in the crossfire. We know that. What if someone pure tried to open the door? Okay. I'm probably gonna get volunteered. Or it's Wes. Okay, I want to get back to Evelyn. Oh, we have a choice finally. Our second choice. You're going to bed? I'm sure you won't miss anything. Probably not. We'll see though. I want to get to a good saving point to where we can leave off. But have a great night, kitty. Thank you for being here. I appreciate it. I want to get to a good saving spot that I can end stream. His plan doesn't make any sense. And maybe there's some truth to it. I don't know what the plan is. We're just going to save. What are we thinking? Sarah, what are your thoughts on his plan? I said, what are your thoughts? We did not listen to any of his plans, so we have no idea what's going on. I might die. We'll see, though. I saved for sure. Saving is definitely a smart thing here, so I did do that, I think. Yeah. Okay, we saved. I'm thinking... Everyone has like a cubic waist in this game. I can't stop seeing it. Everyone has like a cube waist. Yeah, you'll see it with Evelyn. It's really weird. Doesn't make sense. Okay. I sigh in frustration. If Dan is convinced, that means it's a plan worthy of a kindergartner. In other words, something you shouldn't do. I take a quick look at Jessica's inquisitive face. She seems to share my apprehension. Okay, there's one problem. The pure person who's going to open the door. Okay, test your theory. Are you talking about yourself? No, I hang out with Dan. I'm probably listed as impure too. Okay, we're going to designate someone. Okay. Okay, we need a pure person. And we're going to pick Emma. You little crap. You want Emma to sacrifice herself to save your miserable life? White Knight activated. Alright. Keep it down, you idiot. That's probably fair, though, actually. Emma's, like, the best one. I want to see them open the door. And then we can end. I want to see what happens with the door. Okay. They talk forever. Holy cow. Whoa, what happened?
Hey now. What happened? If you have time to chat, that means you already know everything about this class. Oh. You there. Were you saying something? Is it because you're bored? Evelyn's back. Heck yeah. Allegedly, a very rich student's shaky voice betrays the sobs that agitate him. It's probably more interesting than this class. Could you share with the whole class what you're saying? Alright. It could have been me. I'm 3 feet away from him. But he's the one who's doomed. He's the last one to speak. The last one to break the rules. Okay. I watched the scene in awe. Evelyn is still standing motionless next to the board, a toothy grin on her lips. What does she plan to do? The student throws all of his weight into one of the larger windows in hopes of shattering it. He is trying to jump? I can't help but wish with all my heart that he succeeded. What's the goal after that, though? We're literally in the sky. Like, I don't think he's landing anytime soon if he does that. If he does, will Evelyn have time to kill us all? Will he be able to sneak away during class or call for help? A new flash of light dazzles for a moment. Then it disappears just as suddenly. Okay, let's see. There's a long pained groan. Oh, we're locked in. Wait, that means it broke the glass though, because it's in front and behind it, which means we could jump through. Now we can actually fit through. Okay, there's vines on the walls. We get that. Everything's silent again. How rude. You can discuss me. Okay. This is crazy long. Holy cow. I don't think she killed him. What? Okay, we'll end here. Gosh dang, this is long. Okay, saved. Whew. We survived. For now. That was long. Jeez, I forget how long visual novels are. Oh. Pretty cool though. It didn't waste like too much time getting to the death and destruction, you know? So honestly not that bad. But yeah, we'll leave off here for the stream. I don't know if I'll make this a video. We'll see. I don't know what I can make into a video. It might just have to be a straight VOD rip, because I was talking to you guys a lot, so I just might have to show the stream output for this whole game, honestly. But yeah, so I'm so tired after all that. My reading voice is gone. It's gone. But yeah, so we'll just wrap up things quickly here. I'll do my outro and everything, but we'll come back to this. Maybe I'll just do it offline and make it into a video if I feel like it, which will be after October's done, or I'll stream the rest of it later, but we'll see what I decide to do with that. But for now, I hope you guys enjoyed the carnage that Evelyn dealt out. If you're on Evelyn's side or not, let me know in the comments down below. I'm doing the YouTuber thing. But no, honestly, I'm super glad that you guys can make it to the stream. Yeah, hooray, Evelyn. I'm honestly on Evelyn's side still. She's pretty cool. But yeah, thank you so much for being here. Thank you, Sarah, for making it to the end. Anyone else who might be lurking right now, thank you for making it to the end. This was a long one for sure. Stream, and also just a long game, it feels like, compared to everything else. So thank you all so much. I will be live again tomorrow. I will start at the same time as tonight, so 2.5 hours, about 2 hours and 45 minutes behind the current time. That's when I'll start tomorrow, and we'll pick a different scary game and we'll play that one tomorrow and see what it is. So yeah, I hope you guys can stop by then. And to all of you guys on YouTube, I hope you will watch tomorrow's video, which will be whatever we play on stream. So So yeah, with that, have a great morning, afternoon, or evening. Whenever you see this, make sure to take care of yourselves, drink some water and all that good stuff. And I love you all. Alrighty. Bye-bye. Bye. Oh, Isis is bye too. Do you want to say anything?
Bye.
Bye. Again, don't tickle me. Bye. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.